Lover's Crochet Podcast, episode number 18. Hello everybody, welcome to the podcast. There is something new to the channel, as you probably could tell. I have a new intro, and I would have mentioned it last episode, but I wasn't aware of it until after I already recorded the podcast, if that makes sense. So that is why it didn't get brought up in the video, but I did leave a comment about it, though, if you happen to look there. And also in the comments, if you happen to have any suggestions for video ideas, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to post more content other than just podcasts, so yeah. Also, before I start getting into what I have for this week, I do want to let you guys know that I do have a cough, and I'm going to try my best to edit it out, but if one does sneak in, I apologize for that ahead of time. So, let's get started, shall we? So, what I have, first of all, to show you is the 2017 calendar blanket by Jayda and InStitches. I finished May's square. And another thing that you should also probably know is that it's Thursday, so it's been about a week since I last recorded it, the last episode, which is why I still have a work in progress instead of a finished object. So here is my May square. It's just a flower. There is no 3D elements to it. It's just a 2D. So you can see. So I'll show you what I have left of it. Or what I have going on. I don't have what's left of it. That was bad recording. So we have January, which is a snowman, February, March, April, and then now we have May over here as well. The applique that was supposed to go with this was a little bug to go on the flower, and I just wanted the flower itself. I didn't want no bug or anything, so I didn't add any. I wanted it to be special. So there we go, and I just used some scraps I had lying around, and you might notice that this green is the same green that I used for the leprechaun hat, because I'm just trying to use this green up. I got a lot of it. I meant to use it for a blanket, and then I never made that blanket. It just didn't work out, so now I just have some green that I'm trying to use up whenever I can. So there's my first finished object. And that's my only finished object. So, my current work in progress is this blanket from last week. It has grown. I don't remember how much it has grown, but it's grown. Here it is. If you can remember the dimensions of it from last week, then you should be good. So there you go. And it comes out all the way up here too. It's hard to fit it all in. So there's the blanket. And I finished the black row, and I have at least another 3 rows to add on to the blanket before the brunette pop. And this is how much I have left in the brunette pop, and I doubt I'm gonna have enough for 3 more rows to it, so I might just make a border with this. I don't know. Or I actually have leftover purple from this one, and it's not the same purples, but it will still, I don't know, I guess I can finish off the row and use this if I want it to be a little bit bigger. I'm not quite sure. I'll figure that more when it comes time for that. But I worked on this a lot on Mother's Day, which was last podcast, which now that I realize that, my mind is out of context. Okay, so I do have my yarns picked out for my next Granny Square blanket, because I like to have a Granny Square blanket to work on in the works, you know, something to do while watching Netflix or something, or doing my homework or something, just to crochet. Plus, they're really easy to work up, really easy for scrap blankets, and I didn't start this until like my break, I guess you can call it. But yeah, I really like the idea of Granny Square blankets now. So here is the yarns I have picked out for my next blanket that I'm gonna use. And speaking of the blankets, I was talking to Hook Over Heels on Instagram, if you guys remember her, and she was talking to me about how she does this too, but she sends it to Warm Up America, and she was talking to me about if I just give her the blankets and then she'll send it for me, and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. So once I want to get at least like 5 blankets or something done at a time, and I'll send them out there. So I'm still working on it. So the colors I have for this, I have 2 right here. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Aspen Print. And this is actually the same color that I used in the buck case in my intro, if you can find that. This is Bernat Super Value in Mint, and then I had an extra ball from the Mother's Day blanket that I made for my mom. I forgot what it was called. The Summer Long 2018. So this is Bernat Super Value in True Gray. So this is an interesting color palette, but it's different and I really like it. I think it'll turn out to be a pretty blanket, and if not, then it's a blanket. It'll keep somebody warm. I'm trying to think, is that all I have to share with you guys? I think it is. I thought I would have more to share with you, but I guess not. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!